In today's video, we will be going over how to manually redact using the album feature for images in CaseGuard Studio. One way to redact images in CaseGuard Studio is to add each image individually using the Add Files button in the Project Files panel here. Once the file is added, you can then use Manual Redaction to redact the image. To perform Manual Redaction, first select the shape from the drop-down menu. Your options are rectangle, triangle, ellipse, or diamond. I will choose rectangle. Next, choose the redaction or enhancement effect you would like to apply. I will choose adaptive blur. Now you can redact the image. Once you're done redacting the image, you can hit the save icon at the top of your screen and export the file. And here is a fully redacted image. And now we can repeat this process for the rest of the files that we added to CaseGuard. If you have 10, 20, 100 or more photos in need of redaction, this process will work, but it is not the most efficient way to go about it. While using our AI automatic detection feature will always be the fastest way to redact faces and license plates, I want to show you the control that manual redaction gives you throughout the redaction process. The album feature allows you to streamline your image redaction process by creating a workflow that is easy to navigate, whether you are using AI redaction or manual redaction like we'll be covering in this video. To begin, let's create an album. To create an album, click the album icon at the top of your workspace between the Save and Redaction Pool icons here. Once selected, click Add Files and select what images you would like to redact. There is no limit to how many images you can add to the album, making this the perfect feature to use when redacting large numbers of images. If one of the files you added to the album is incorrect, simply click on the X to remove it. If multiple files need to be removed from the album, use the checkmark box in the left-hand corner. Check which ones need to be removed, and then click the trashcan icon here to remove them. If all of the files you added are incorrect, use this button to remove them all and start from scratch. You can view these files in grid format, such as this, or in list format like this. And if you need to search for an image, you can use the search bar, type in the name of the file, and it will appear. When you are satisfied, hit Next. And here you are prompted to input a name for your album and choose an export location. Once finished, click Create Album. With Manual Redaction selected, the Tool Properties panel will have populated with the options to choose the shape of your redaction box, what redaction or enhancement effect you would like to apply, and if you would like to add a redaction reason. Let's redact this first image with a rectangle shape that has an adaptive blur effect applied. To navigate between images in the album, you can use your right arrow key to move forward, as well as the next frame button to go to the next image in the album. Or you can use the fast forward button to skip to the last photo in the album. The reverse is also possible. You can go back one image using the left arrow key. You can also use the previous frame button to go back one image. Or skip to the first image in the album using the fast backward button. You can also hit the play button to browse through the images in the album. If for some reason you need to remove all the redactions from the images within your album, click this icon here at the top right of the Tool Properties panel. Before we redact the rest of the images in the album, let's switch from Edit Mode, which allows you to see the redaction effect outlined by a red line, like so, and switch to Edit Mode View. Edit Mode View allows you to see behind the redaction effect that will be placed. And now, I will redact the rest of the images in the album. Let's now export the album and review the final products. The redacted images will be shown in CaseGuard as an album. And as you can see, all of the redaction effects have been placed properly. And when you select the Open Project folder icon here, you can see your project with all of the different files outside of CaseGuard. These are the images we added one by one to our project with its redacted version beside it. And again, we don't recommend uploading files one by one if you have a large number of images to redact. And this is the album we created, which is a folder that holds a copy of all of the original images. And this is the folder of redacted images. Each image has been exported as its own individual file, and just like when reviewing inside of CaseGuard, you can click on it and you can see that the redactions have been placed appropriately. Using the album feature is a sure way to streamline your manual redaction process for image redaction in CaseGuard Studio.